Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of Nigerian Armed Forces, former heads of state, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are too many people, I don't know where to start, but I bring you greetings from my professional grandfather, and I will explain. When General T.Y. Danjuma called me and directed me to represent him, he wished he was here and he had planned to be here, but because of ill health, he couldn't make it and he directed me to represent him. I say he's my grandfather, my professional grandfather, because he told me, and I have also known, that he mentored the author of the book that we are launching today. And the author of the book mentored me as a cadet in 1970. And that relationship continued, that I served under him as a staff officer. One time I was his military assistant, and just as his father, General T.Y. Danjuma, mentored him, he became Chief of Army Staff. He also mentored me, and I was lucky to become Chief of Army Staff. And today, I count myself very lucky that I am in a square. General Yakubu Gowon, who I earned my commission when he was the president of this country under him, is here. General Babangida, who mentored me from cadethood up to where I reached, is here. The chairman of today's occasion, who thought me worthy, he made me Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defense Staff. So I am in the midst of those who have meant so much in my growth, including my constant mentor, General Abdulsalami Abubakar. Before I read the comment by my professional grandfather, I want to also thank heavens for the opportunity to come very close to the governor, to the former president of Sierra Leone, Koroma. People have said that there is a resemblance between me and him. I don't know about that. But one thing I know, I traversed all the nooks and corners of Sierra Leone when I was a deputy force commander of UNAMSIL, and I was influential in one way or the other in the most thorough disarmament we have ever had in the world in Kono, district of Sierra Leone. So it's great to see you, Mr. President, and I hope one day I will be lucky to shake your hand. Now, let me go to the comment of remarks by General T.Y. Danjuma, Grand Commander of the Order of Niger, Nigerian Army Medal, PSC. He said, the intrinsic worth of the Presidential Library is premised on the fact that it is an archival center where documents and artifacts of countries' presidents are kept for research, references, and prosperity, as it is open to the public. In Africa, Nigeria has spearheaded the perpetuity of the presidential library system in Africa. Such, we expect that Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, IBB for short, Presidential Library will consist of documents and artifacts from 27th of August 1985 to 27th of August 1993. The document should therefore describe through processes the detailed work that culminated in policy formulation in terms of the movement of the federal capital to Abuja, the infrastructural development, reforms, and programs, the people-oriented programs such as Better Life for Rural Women and the People's Bank. Concomitantly, they are also expected to address the controversies such as the decision to annul the June 12, 1993 presidential election that the book reviewer have told us more about. At this juncture, I feel that it is prudent to emphasize to those of us present here today and millions more out there that our contribution to this noble project is worthwhile. It is important for us to learn from history to avoid trying to reinvent an existing wheel or repeat the past mistakes. As such, the Presidential Library becomes a vital catalyst through which the research and innovation capacity in our government prevails for the resurgence of our nation, and this sleeping giant of Africa will reawake to its responsibility. The public may not be aware the fact that the project we are about to raise funds for is not completely new. Rather, its nucleus have been established since 1998. Alhaji Muazu Wali is best placed to speak on the nucleus together with the complexity of the planning, coordination, tracking, and movement of documents and artifacts that will be housed in the Presidential Library. Having said this, it is noteworthy in view of this, as this event today is a double-barrel event. You can either put your safety catch in fire and fire a single shot by purchasing only the much anticipated autobiography of the former President and Commander-in-Chief, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Nigerian Army Medal MNI, a journey in service for yourselves, friends, organization, and institution, or you concentrate your donation or donations to the IBB Presidential Library. Alternatively, you could fire a double shot by purchasing the autobiography and contributing handsomely to the library project. As for myself, that is General T.Y. Danjuma, not me, I will switch to automatic and fire a double shot because we served in the military together with IBB, where he showed strength, courage, and stood firm in the faith of the unity and greatness of this country. He has remained one of my confidants both in and out of military service. Above all, he was completely loyal to me as his Chief of Army Staff. He was loyal to the military profession, and most importantly, to the nation Nigeria. I therefore launched the book A Journey in Service, where I would want 10 copies, and to donate with my junior brother, not me, General again, to the IBB Presidential Library. He is pledging to donate 3 billion naira.
Mr. President, sir, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep the rest of the launches to 5 minutes. Please assist me to do that. A person who has given great support to the project from the start is none other than Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija of Fanfare Oil and the Rose of Sharon Group. She will say a few words, and then I will invite, and I would like them to come up now, most distinguished Senator Ahmed Wadada, representing the Senate President, and I believe the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, is here, and he will please come also on stage. Speeches will attack 5 billion naira upwards from now. Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija. She'll be speaking from her seat. As she prepares to speak, we will unveil the book. Please
Your
go ahead.
Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all past presidents and vice presidents, all past presidents and vice presidents, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, General Babangida, retired, GCFR, former military governor, president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the launch of his remarkable autobiography. This literary work stands as a testament to a life dedicated to public service, first as an officer and a president. It not only chronicles your achievements, but also professes your humanity that is not immune to making mistakes, and that is highly commendable. May this book inspire dialogue, understanding, and a deeper appreciation of not just your journey, but our nation's journey. I also seize this opportunity to congratulate you on your building of a presidential library as part of your legacy to Nigerians, Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. God bless you, sir. May He elongate your life, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Folarunsho Alakija. May I quickly invite the most distinguished Senator Ahmed Wadada to come on stage, representing the most distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, Senate President. The Right Honorable Speaker of the House, the Right Honorable Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, will also come up stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the celebrant, and other distinguished personalities here. Permit me to stand on established protocol. I stand here to announce the donations or contributions of the Senate President and the Deputy Senate President. And of course, for my own self too. For my own self, not because I'm a senator. For my own self, because of the relationships that existed between the fathers of the celebrant, President Abdusalam Abubakar, and my late father, which of course gave me the privilege to relate closely with President Babangida, who has done so much to me in life. He has guided me in my difficult periods. He guided me when I was challenged in one way or the other. Sir, I cannot thank you enough. The most honor you did to me, I'm sure you must have forgotten. In the year 2012, a senior discussion erupted between you and the chairman of the occasion. I wish he's still here, President Obasanjo, and the two of you gave me the privilege to be between the two of you back to back. May the Lord reward the two of you abundantly for that. For the Senate President, he said I should announce 50 million for him. The Deputy Senate President, 20 million. And for me, I am going to announce what I'm going to announce, but it may be paid by some other people. For me, 10 million naira. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses Senator Ahmed Wadada. And I do remind you that if we want to keep Mr. President here any longer, there will be no long speeches. May I now invite the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. And while we wait for him, may I ask the Chairman of the Governors Forum, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, to please come up. Yeah. Okay. While he comes on stage, may I ask Monsa Chike Obi, Chairman of Fidelity Bank, also to come up. Sir.
The President, Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban of Ogun, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press. Well, I'd say congratulations to, as we know him, IBB for this book launch. It's a bold move indeed. Now, on behalf of the Nigerian Governors Forum, all our members, we're going to make a handsome donation, which I will not announce, but you'll get your alert in the month of March. Thank you very much.
Monsa Chike Obi, Chairman of Fidelity Bank. Very briefly, sir, no speech. Much as I know that you would like to, but we cannot spare the time. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm wearing two hats here. The first hat is as Chairman of Fidelity Bank, and we will pledge, well, I think we've already donated 50 million naira for the launch of the book. But I must beg your indulgence to tell a story which I believe illustrates the person and humanity of General Babangida. I hope you remember this occasion, sir. Many years after he left office, my father, Professor Chike Obi, came to visit you in Minna. After the visit, you walked him out to the door and you said, "Where's your car? Where's your driver?" And my father said, "I took the public transportation. I don't have a car." And immediately, you asked your driver to drive up in your car, a Peugeot 504, and you gifted my father that car on that occasion. He told us the story. He told the story to the rest of his life. We, the Chike Obis, have appreciated you for that gesture of goodness and humanity. And so I, as a person, trying to figure out what a 504 will cost today, will pledge 100 million personally to your library. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Chairman of Fidelity Bank, Monsa Chike Obi. Could I invite Alhaji Aliko Dangote to please come on stage? Movia, Tony Elumelu. These are all gentlemen you're all familiar with. We need to ask them to come up very quickly, one by one. And before, as Aliko Dangote is coming on stage, Kadari Ahmed, please.
Yeah. It's really important that we announce Mrs. Alakija has already paid her donation. She didn't wait for this event. She already gave us money well ahead of time. And so please, a round of applause for her. Thank you. Mrs. Bola Shagaya, please get ready to come up soon. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our leader, former President Ibrahim Babangida, the boss, former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, other heads of states that are here, former President of Ghana, former President of Sierra Leone, our former Vice President, the families of General Babangida, whom I'm part of. Your Excellency, I would like to stand right here and thank you so much for what you did for Nigeria. A lot of people, they actually don't know, they are not aware. You are the one that established the private sector in Nigeria. Anybody in private sector today that is somebody was actually created by you. Reason why you gave us licenses, I remember that we used to struggle to go and get licenses through Indians. Your Excellency, in 1986, you abolished the requirement of import licenses, and that is why we grew, to the highest level. I remember one day, you gave almost 30 of us banking licenses. You also took 5 Nigerians and asked them to go and pay 1 million naira each for block of oil, oil blocks. Your Excellency, I can continue to count on and on for that singular act that you did. That is why Nigeria has more private sector than the entire African continent. It is only in Nigeria where actually government contribution to GDP is only 15%. The rest is coming from the private sector. So I want to thank you, and I'm sure future leaders will continue to do so, because you are one leader that realized right from the beginning that you cannot clap with one hand. And that's why you took government on this side and private sector on this side and you clap. So, Your Excellency, I know that this project is going to, with what I have seen, is going to take minimum, I think, about 4 years to deliver this. And Your Excellency, I want to contribute 2 billion naira every year for the next 4 years, which is 8 billion. And if the project drags more than 4 years, I will continue to pay 2 billion every year. Thank you very much.
Alhaji Aliko Dangote, always on point. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, there are only 2 more people that are going to come and donate on stage. Mohamed Babangida, please get ready to do the vote of thanks immediately they're done. Mr. Tony Elumelu, if you're standing by, and Chief Arthur Eze, Aigbo J.I. Kimokede, and Mrs. Bola Shagaya, who I can see is already making her way.
While we wait for them to make their presence on stage, can I please ask Senator Sani Musa 313 to stand up? He has kindly donated 250 million, so we can acknowledge him. Thank you so much, distinguished Senator.
Mrs. Bola Shagaya, if you're ready. I don't see the others, and we will not be waiting. Mrs. Bola Shagaya, please. Mr. Tony Elumelu, I was told you were here. If you're present, can you please come up?
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to stand on existing protocol. Well, today I would like to congratulate His Excellency for all his good work to the country, and also to thank him for always being there for our family. I really appreciate you and your family, and I've been waiting for this day to come, and I thank God that I'm alive to witness this occasion. So on behalf of myself and my family, I would like to pledge a donation that I would not like to make public, and I would disclose to the children. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bola Shagaya. I'd like now to invite Mohammed Babangida. Mohammed Babangida, a great sportsman, a clone of his father in his younger years, a fantastic polo player, and currently almost the only ADC that his father has all the time with him. Mohammed Babangida.
Thank you. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellencies, the former heads of states, Your Excellency, the former President of Ghana and the former President of Sierra Leone, Your Excellencies, the former Vice Presidents that are here, Your Excellency, our former First Lady, and our dear mother, Justice Lami Fati Abubakar, Your Excellencies, the State Governors, Ministers, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, distinguished Senators, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, the Chief of Staff to the President, eminent captains of industry, our esteemed Chief Launcher and co-launchers, organizers of this historic event, our book reviewer, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, former Vice President, and of course our national heroes, all decked out in their uniforms, our royal fathers, family, friends, well-wishers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First and above all, we give thanks and glory to the Almighty God for making this day possible. His grace has brought us together to celebrate a statesman at a defining moment of our national history. I stand before you today on behalf of the family of General Babangida, deeply honored and profoundly grateful to express our appreciation on this special occasion, the launch of A Journey in Service, an autobiography that offers an insightful reflection on the life, vision, and enduring contributions to a patriot and a national icon. We begin by expressing our deepest gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for honoring this occasion with your presence. Your commitment to national development and your support for initiatives that preserve history and inspire future generations are truly commendable. A special appreciation goes to the distinguished chairman, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, for presiding over this historic occasion. Your contributions to national growth continue to shape our collective progress. We're equally grateful to Your Excellency, the former President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, for delivering today's keynote address. Your words have reinforced the bonds between our nations and underscored the importance of visionary service in shaping Africa's future. To the former heads of states and former vice presidents, your presence is a statement to brotherhood in governance and nation building. Your continued insights remain invaluable. Our heartfelt appreciation goes to all the distinguished guests who have come to support this cause. Your presence and generosity in advancing the Presidential Library fundraising demonstrates a collective commitment in preserving history and fostering intellectual growth. We extend our gratitude to our royal fathers. Your wisdom and influence continues to uphold the values and the tradition of unity of our great nation. To our chief launcher, the chairman of the Boa Group, Alhaji Abdul Samad Isiaka Rabiu, and our esteemed co-launchers, we deeply appreciate your generosity. Your contributions go beyond financial support. They symbolize a shared belief in honoring service and preserving history for future generations. I'd like to also thank the Governors Forum. I'd like to thank all those who have contributed immensely. And I would also like to call out Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, former Vice President of Nigeria. We express our sincere gratitude for your insightful review of this remarkable work. Your thoughtful analysis has deepened our understanding of its significance, making this occasion even more impactful. Thank you very much, sir. I would also like to acknowledge the family and close associates of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, whose unwavering support, patience, and sacrifices have been instrumental throughout his years of service. One person who would have loved to be here today, who would have loved to share in this very special moment, would have been our dear mother and our late dear mother and the former First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Mrs. Mariam Babangida. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah grant her forgiveness and paradise. Our sincere gratitude also goes to the organizers of this event, whose tireless efforts and meticulous planning and dedication have made today a resounding success. Your hard work and dedication have ensured that this occasion is not just a celebration, but a milestone in preserving history. Finally, to our dear father, former President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, today is a celebration of you, your life, your contributions, and your enduring impact. This book is a window into your sacrifices, your triumphs, and your unwavering belief in Nigeria. On behalf of all those gathered here, we say thank you. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your vision and profound influence over our dear nation. May this book and the Presidential Library serve as a beacon of knowledge, inspiring generations upon generations yet to come. Thank you all for your time, for your generosity, and your presence here today. May God continue to bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Babangida. Very heartfelt vote of thanks. As we now prepare for our former president to come and make his statement, a very brief intervention from Chief Arthur Eze to come and make a donation to the foundation, Mr. President, and after which we will have the great pleasure of listening to President Ibrahim Babangida himself before we allow our President, Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to leave us after a short speech. Chief Arthur Eze.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The President, Commander-in-Chief, Senator Tinubu, my brother, my good friend, General Babangida. I knew you since 1979. You made me what I am today. Without you, I could have been a dead man for a long time. He brought me up. Through you, I knew all the military governors in Nigeria. I traveled to Sierra Leone. traveled to Liberia, all the GOC commanding, General Bakut, all of them. How can I thank God without also thanking you? You have no enemy. When you have problem with Abacha, went to Abacha. Say, why are you quarreling with Babangida? The 22 of them joined army, sent there. They were commissioned to send there. When they had problem with Abiola, you didn't tell him. You told me you had changed the army barrack to your name. Army barrack Abuja here. Then I drove to Mina. Yeah, I said this is what Abacha said. He said, I'm happy to hear that. We have no enemy. Babangida had no enemy anywhere. All the big men, as Dankote said, he brought all of us up. It's sheer. It's sheer. Now I'm very grateful. I'm going to give you 500 million naira. Oh, what you are giving us, it's the first time we are doing something for you. May God bless you. Bless you. Keep this one.
A man of his word, the check is with me. I promise I'll hand it.